I see you, daddy. At this point now, he's daddy. Because... my loves, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those who are new, my name is Lisa. As you can see, today it's going to be your favorite story time, and as you can see from the title, this is the time I dated a married man. Child, don't judge me. I don't want to hear anyone judging me in those comments, because baby, we all know you also have your dark secrets too, only that I'm exposing mine. So don't judge me. Let's not waste time, let's get right into this video. Lego. It was on this one day we planned a girls date with my friend. We were going to this beautiful hotel around town. You know, girls just love to have fun. Girls just want to have fun, you know, go slay, take pics, get cute, just enjoy life, just pamper ourselves like the queens we are and live the life we deserve.
Great.
So we went out to this beautiful hotel, and you know, we ordered some food and we're just laying around taking pics, you know, just the usual stuff that girls do. I noticed that there's this guy that was seated just across us, and I noticed that he was an elderly guy, but the entire time this guy had his eyes glued on me, like he was watching me the entire time, and I was beginning to feel uncomfortable, you know. So I told my friend, do you notice that this guy has been staring at me the entire time? She's like, girl, don't mind him, we came here to have fun, don't let him mess up our day, like don't let him mess up our vibe. I'm like, right, girl. We just went on, you know, slaying, taking my pics and not minding him, but of course I would still feel his eyes on me. You know, when someone keeps looking at you, you can just feel their eyes on you. You don't even have to look there, but you just know, you just feel the stare, you just feel the person is, you know, looking at you, staring at you. I try my best to ignore him, and you know, I just go about my day, slay, take those pics, capture those angles, child, you know, taking my videos and all that, right? You know, after all that, we take our food, we have our drinks, and yeah, we are good to go. And I call the waitress, because we are done with everything. I call the waitress, I'm like, yeah, I think you can bring us our bill, right? And as she left, like as the waitress left our table to go and, you know, process our bill, I saw this guy stopping her, and they had a small conversation. I don't know what he told her, but I noticed the waitress just turned around and came back to us, and she was like, ladies, the guy seated across you told me not to bill you guys. He said he got you covered, like he's going to pay for your bill. So we are looking at each other like, okay. I love me a man that applies pressure, like big daddy energy. I see you, daddy. At this point now, he's daddy, because guys, when I tell you this was a big hotel, and of course their prices were, you know, a bit high, so him to cover both our bills, like mine and my friends, like I wasn't turning that down. There's no way I was saying no. And my friend, you know, we are looking at each other, and we told the waitress, okay, tell him we appreciate his kindness, and yeah, we are grateful, like we appreciate, like what more could we have said? We are happy because of course we came, we slayed, we had some good meal, and we are keeping our money, child. Ain't even spending a penny, like it was a win for us. And you know, we are getting ready to leave, because at this time it was getting dark. We are collecting our bags ready to go, right? And as we are walking past this guy's table, like he stopped me and he's like, hey, can I please talk to you, miss? And of course, someone who has just paid for your meal, like out of, should I say out of respect, I don't know, should I say respect, like I couldn't say no. So of course I stopped to talk to him. My friend stood just besides us, you know, just a little distance besides us. waiting for me, right? Like, yeah, I saw you as soon as I walked in, and I think you're a very gorgeous girl, and I would love to take your number so that we can keep in touch. Now, this is a guy that has just paid our meal, like he just catered for our bills. There was no way I was saying no. So of course I gave him my number. I gave him my number, and yeah, we said goodbye and we went home, right? I think he texted me the following day and he's like, hey, this is so and so. I think we should give him a name. What name should we give him? Let's call him, I was going to say his actual name. What name should we give him? Let's call him David, right? Text me the following day. He's like, hey, this is David. We met here and here. Yeah, and you gave me your number. I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, David. Yeah, I remember you and all that. So, you know, we catch up. He tells me, you know, he works for this big organization. Like, girl, this man. The entire conversation just showed this guy had paper. Like, he had paper, he had the money, he had the money, girl. Another thing he told me, how about you guess? How about you guess the other thing he told me? This guy goes ahead to tell me he's married with 5 kids. Yeah. He told me he's married with 5 kids. And I really wasn't surprised because actually an elderly man, but you know those elderly men that keep up with themselves, like they know how to dress and look cool. You know, he was an elderly man, but he knew how to keep up with himself. Like when you saw him, he looked cool. Like he dressed up good for his age. Like it wasn't weird. You know, there are those elderly men that dress up and you can see he's really trying so hard, like he's forcing style on himself. But no, he wasn't that type. Like he actually looked good and he had some good sense of style, right? But yeah, I knew that he was an elderly man. I'm talking about early 50s or late 40s. Late 40s, if I'm being very lenient and very generous. I'm like, okay, if you're married with kids, like what makes you want to talk to me? Like what makes you want to talk to a younger girl? A younger girl at that, because let's be honest, I'm something like 20 plus years younger than you. It's like, no, you know, me and the wife, we are not happy. Like we have not been in good terms for some good time now. Yes, we stay together, but the marriage is not working, blah blah blah. You know, that things these married men say to convince us. Child, he gives me the rundown of how his wife is not making him happy and he's not happy in his marriage. He also said his wife has only been giving him boys, like all the 5 kids are boys, and he's looking for someone that can give him a girl. So in my mind I'm thinking, okay, so you really think I am going to give birth for you? Like you really think I'm going to give birth for you? Okay, so you know, I just said, oh, okay, cool. Because you know, I had already seen the money and I wasn't backing out at this point. Like I first wanted to see how much I could get out of this situation, right? But of course I was using my head. Like I wasn't going there for, you know. Now one day my friend told me, how about you ask this guy for something and you see if he's generous, like if he can give you money, like if we can spend on you, because you know there are men who have money but they don't give you the money, you know. So she's like, instead of, you know, cheating with a married man, dating a married man when you're not getting anything, it's better you milk him, like you get something out of him. Don't just waste sin. Don't just be dating a married man for nothing. That's a waste of sin, right? So we planned and I said I was going to ask him for some money, right? So, you know, on this day we were texting, like I was texting him, you know, we are texting, and I told him, you know, my groceries are done and I would like to go for some shopping. So, you know what that means? indirectly asking him for money, right? And he was like, oh, okay babe, don't worry, I got you. Why doesn't this man send me 300,000 shillings? $300,000 just for grocery shopping. I was like, hey, this one, this one, this one, guys. I was like, okay, I now see that path, like I see where we are heading. Like, yeah, keep in mind we had never met again. From that time we met at the hotel, we had never met again. We are just keeping in touch, you know, through the messages. And when he sent me that money, from that day onwards, like each time I needed something, you know, I would ask him. And guys, when I tell you, this guy was crediting my account like crazy, I asked him for rent one time and he was like, how much rent do you pay? And you know, I told him I pay 400. Like I told him I pay 400,000. He's like, okay, so I want to pay for you in advance. Like I'm going to pay for you 6 months ahead. Hey guys, didn't this man send me that money? Didn't he send me? This man credits my account. Like I tell you, this man was spoiling me with money. Like my account was always filled with money. Like I always had money on me. Basically anything I wanted, like I would just call him, even if it was something small. Let me say I want chocolate, like I'm craving chocolate or ice cream, I would just text him and I'm like, hey daddy, I feel like chocolate, I'm craving some ice cream. Tutu 200,000, Tutu 300,000, Tutu 500,000. When I tell you, he used to give me big amounts, like big sums of money. Hey, I just knew there is no way I'm leaving this married man. Me and this married man. As the days went on, he began asking to meet. You know, he was like, I want to meet you. And you know, I told my friend, I'm like, wait, this guy wants to meet me. And you know, when they want to meet you after he has been spending on you, of course he expects something in return, right? They always expect something in return. My friend is like, don't worry, don't panic, go and meet him, but tell him this time you're just meeting to get to know him. Because remember, the first time when I met him, we did talk, like we didn't engage, you know, it was just exchanging numbers, and you know, we have just been talking on phone. So she's like, this time tell him like you want to meet and get to know him in person, you know, spend some time with him, and you don't want to rush things, you know, just go out, see him, and you know, get to know him. I'm like, girl, you have a head. So you know, I text him, I'm like, yeah, it's fine, we can meet, but we are not going to do anything crazy because this is our first official meeting. I just want to get to know you, like I just want to know you in person, you know, and see if we click in person. I could tell that he was a bit disappointed because he wanted us to meet in a hotel, you know, a hotel room, and spend the night and all that stuff. But when I told him I first want to meet you and, you know, get to know you in person, I could tell that he was disappointed. But he was trying so hard to be a gentleman, as he should, So, you know, he's like, it's okay, babe, we can meet and, you know, get to know each other and all that. I'm like, got you. So we schedule this day, and yeah, I go and meet him in this posh, beautiful place. One thing about these married men, they are going to take you to these posh places, like posh hotels, right? We go to this beautiful place, and we got a spot in the corner, because guys, I was even ashamed to move with this man. Like I was ashamed because it was just evident that this was a sugar baby, sugar daddy relationship, because this guy was way older than me. Like he was older than me, and there's no way I would even pretend that maybe he's my father, because he was acting, you know, touching my waist, all that cringy stuff. I chose some darker spots, you know, for us to sit in, because I wasn't about to be out here in the limelight with this old man, right? So yeah, we go, we get that spot, we sit, and we order our food, and he's professing his love, telling me how much he loves me, telling me he's going to do all these wonderful, amazing things for me, get me a car, do this and that. That things, that promises these men be saying, all the empty promises. And he said all he wanted was me to give him a baby girl at that, because all the kids he has, all the kids the wife has been giving him are boys, right? I'm just there nodding my head, showing interest. One thing about me, I'm going to show that I'm interested even when I'm not, just so I can get the benefits that I need to get. Duh. So I'm nodding my head. I'm like, yeah, I understand, but let's just take it slow. I'm gonna give you your baby, like I'm definitely going to give you a baby girl, but let's just take things slow, because I want to know the person I'm going to give birth for. you people, when I tell you I'm a scammer, oh god. So yeah, I'm telling him I have to take it slow, because I want to know that person I'm going to give birth for and all that stuff. So yeah, let's not rush it. And he's like, yeah, I understand, like I see where you're coming from, and you actually have a point. I don't mind waiting, like I can wait for you. I'm like, cool. Yeah, we finished that date, and he drops me back, right? And he gives me some money, some pocket money, some upkeep, of course. And guys, as days went on, we kept in touch, and he was always pressing for the next meetup, like, when can I meet you? And I was dodging like this, I always had something, like I always had a program, like something would always come up, like oh god, I played this man. The funny part, he didn't stop funding me, like he didn't stop sending me money, like he kept on sending me money and sending me money, right? But I think he says that I was playing games, because it came to a point when he actually stopped sending me money. And I was like, why aren't you sending me money? Because I remember I asked him for something, like I had asked him for some money to do my hair or something, and he was like, okay, I don't mind giving you the money, but we have to meet, like I have to meet you in person, like we have to meet in this hotel room, and I give you the money. And of course I knew what that meant. Mr. Man wanted some, and Mr. Man wasn't getting any. So it really became hard, like it reached a point where it was so hard to get money out of him. Like all the stories I used to make up, like he wasn't buying them anymore, and I could sense that he was just over it, like he was over all the lies I was making up, right? And yeah, I decided to block him and cut ties, because if you're not giving me money, why am I even talking to you? Why am I entertaining you? As in this, because you were making it rain, and since you're not doing that anymore, kudos, I ain't entertaining you anymore, dude. So I decided to block him. And yeah, however, recently, because this happened some time back, but recently I remember I needed some money, and I was in a fix, guys. I was in a fix, and I really needed some money, like I urgently needed some money. And I was looking through my my list, my contact list, and I saw his number. And I decided to unblock him, and of course I sent him a message on WhatsApp, and he remembered me. I was surprised that he remembered me, because I had blocked him long time ago. We had stopped talking long time ago. And when I sent him the message, we talked. He was happy to hear from me again, telling me he misses me. Of course you do. Of course you do. As the best thing that ever happened to you, sir. But no, I'm kidding. And of course I asked him for some money, and I was shocked, because he actually sent me the money. He sent me the money this time. I don't know if it's because we weren't talking for some good time, and he thought I was now back and I wasn't going to play games. But yeah, he sent me the money I needed at that time, and I blocked him again. Yes, I'm cold-hearted, but don't blame me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Judge who? You know whom you should judge. Anyways, guys, that brings me to the end of this story. And that's the time I dated a married man. I promise I didn't do anything with this man. I didn't sleep with him. I didn't do anything. All I did was talk to the man and go on a date with him, but I didn't sleep with this man. And I'm not saying that dating married men is good. Like, it's actually bad. I don't think I'll ever do it again. I can't promise though. But yeah, I really don't encourage you guys. I don't advise you to date married men. You can get a man that is not married, you know, to date. You don't have to be dating these married men, because child, you don't need to date somebody's husband. But yeah, that was in the past, and don't judge me. I ain't doing that now. I ain't dating married men now. Anyways, guys, that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoy this story time, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and always come back for more. Till next time, peace and love. I love you all. Bye.